October 2016. I'm in Australia on a dark, gloomy day in the outskirts of the city where gems of antique shops line Victoria's mountaintops. But this particular antique shop proved to be more charming than the rest, and with jazz music playing in the background, I couldn't help but dance. This man approached me with his hand reaching out. I took my chance and he twirled me around, and I felt as colorful and as timeless as these antiques that surrounded me. He then learned I was only visiting from America, and when the election neared, he asked me who I was voting for. I scoffed because in my head the answer was so obvious, but to my answer he responded, "I don't know how anyone could ever want to vote for Hillary. She is so corrupt that the FBI has her under investigation. Now Donald Trump has only said some things, but he's never acted on it." That's when my face went blank and inside of me transformed into gray. I still wish so badly I had the nerve to tell him the truth about why I was there. August 2016. I'm halfway through my shower when my mother finds my notes of me wanting to take a break from school. She banged so hard against the door that I forced myself out of the shower, wrapped myself in a towel to dry. And as she pesters on with her questions, she reaches her hand out to me, and I snap. I beg of her to not touch me before she even had the chance to, and I begged until my "don't touch me" sounded like an obvious cry for help. Yet when she asked me who hurt me, I remained silent. And that's how I ended up 1,000 miles away 2 months later, because for some reason the logic of fighting this pain was to run away from it and to not face it. You see, the last time a man has ever taken advantage of me, I wish I could tell you it was the first time. And the first time was the last time. And every time it has ever happened, I wish I could tell you it was the only time. Now you might think it's absurd, how you might have misheard. How could this time have been the third? Even if I had given you a name, would it have rid me of this shame, or would it have just given you someone to blame when I'm the one with anger to tame? You could have put them in a prison cell, but I'm the one that fought through hell. I'm the one that served time for their crime. So you want to serve justice on a silver platter, but will it matter when I shatter? I once made a promise to keep these secrets with me to the grave, but the silence that burdened me is beginning to cave. So I misbehave. I rebel against a promise to fight for my own justice because the silence in me aches for a compromise. So myself I will no longer despise, and in shame I will no longer apologize. I am freeing my voice. This hasn't been an easy choice, but I've been treated enough as fragile, forced to live in denial, to ignore my abuse. How vile. So with my demons I reconcile, because in the meanwhile, I was transforming my rage into courage, fusing tragic into magic. Now this harm in me will become harmony, because to love myself is not and was never a felony. So I've created this remedy. I am not the victim, I am the survivor. And with endless persistence, this resilience will gift me with brilliance. I was born with the name Abigail, and maybe this life hasn't been such a fairy tale, but I can make a happy ending out of it.
Yeah.